There's people all around, my being they do surround. I'm not alone, yet I feel so alone. I want to speak aloud and become one with the crowd, but my voice whimpers away and silence I do stay. I have had social anxiety for most of my life, from a baby to about 24 years old. I didn't talk until I was 6 years old, and when I did talk, I spoke very little. Now, I'm 28 years old. My anxiety has been conquered, but it has made me into a naturally socially awkward speaker. For this video, I'm going to talk all about social anxiety, how it plagued my childhood, and what I did to deal with it. Okay, let's go. Here's one distant reminiscence, the playground that stretches into the distance. A boy stands twiddling his thumbs. Break time end never comes. Looking, waiting, humming, fading. Time lasts far longer as a child. The minutes can take an age to tick by. An hour-long break time felt like several as I sat on a low brick wall in the cold, damp and very British weather. All of my classmates were having fun, while I just gazed lonesome into the grey sky. My main memory from that school was waiting for time to pass. I didn't know that the term social anxiety even existed until I was at university, so back then I never contemplated why I couldn't mingle, but rather I just kind of accepted that I couldn't. The time passes and the seasons change. Physically older, socially still strange. Musicians and actors on a school excursion. A clarinetist was I, looking for a diversion. To a building in Folkestone that's square and abstract, but there is no music, just places to act. 'Twas a terrible day from early to late. Forced to act. It was not great. I was irate. The music trip was a false promise. It was a drama day at a distant college. The whole day featured irritating drama teachers ordering students to be butterflies or express your emotions with facial movements, or some basic irritating nonsense like that. I could have expressed my emotions with one finger. After the other cool kids had consciously strayed into other groups, I was left with a strange moustached kid and forced to reenact Barry Scott advertisements. It was uncomfortable and led me to being quite distressed. If you want to force an introvert to be extroverted, just stop. Work experience at the Royal Artillery Band. With gifted musicians I did stand. Myself a musician, always last. Mute as always, social outcast. The whispers of others, without a friend. Sitting on the minibus, waiting for the week to end. What should have been a profound work experience was ruined by my inability and fear of speaking to others. We went into the Buckingham Palace grounds and saw the changing of the guard. We played with the Royal Artillery Band many times. There was no reason why this wouldn't be awesome, but it wasn't, and I regret not making the most of it. On the other hand, I really felt like a fish out of water. My clarinet skills were not suited to an orchestra. Grammar school kids were everywhere. Everyone was talking to everyone but me. I just wanted it to end. That was a long, long week. In your standard orchestra, the sound of the clarinet is drowned out by the other instruments. It was the perfect fit for my personality. Many years pass, A-levels complete. As university starts, my heart does heavily beat. At night awake with fear of the day, a new horizon, a change underway. Class starts, a lecture shown, students elsewhere, I sit alone. Besides a chair, to my surprise, it slowly pulls back, I turn my eyes. A strange place, a kind face, a new friend, troubles start to end. Moving to university can be terrifying. Fortunately for me, I met a student called Josh in the first week. He introduced himself to me and we became friends from there. We later moved to Vietnam at the same time, and at present, I still meet with him weekly. In a way, I'm in debt to him because he helped me out of my shell. In 2018, moving far east, a new world awaits, nerves increased, a bustling metropolis, wary feet, training finished, no retreat. Into the classroom of 8-year-olds, my body freezes, chaos unfolds. I had no experience of teaching, and when those children ran into the room, I froze. With practice and the drive for improvement, I eventually conquered my initial shyness in the classroom within a few months. This led me in turn to dealing completely with my social anxiety. Teaching classes of 10 to 20 students every day accustoms you to talking and interaction. What started to disappear at university and continued to diminish with my seasonal NCS job, more on that in a future video, vanished with my teaching experience. Of course, I'm still introverted, but my social anxiety is in the past. I can live normal and do things that used to scare me, like meeting new people and creating a YouTube channel. Social anxiety sucks. It is real, but don't let it control your life. I hope my story has helped someone out there, or at least entertained you a little bit. So please comment down below, subscribe, and have a super day. Take care.
知らないせせらぎはいつものように流れ